Hey YouTube, Kira Twig here, bringing you guys an update to my Cyberse Yugioh deck profile for October 2017. This is my deck profile for post-Circuit Breaker, which we received a lot more cool new support for the deck. I wouldn't say Cyberse monsters are an archetype in general. They're more of a type of monsters, but they are the cards used by Yusaku in the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains manga, so I'm counting it as a type of deck as a whole. You can basically use the deck to perform a lot of link summons like he does in the anime. So just like my last Cyberse deck profile, that's what this one focuses on. So let's go ahead and get started with the deck profile. To start off, I run 3 Drag Connect. This card works with the Tron card, and probably one of the cards that come November when we get the Cyberse structure deck will definitely be changing in numbers along with Tron, just to see what works better with the new support. But this card does help with that 2-card combo to get out a Cyberse monster. When it's normal summon, you special summon one level 2 or lower normal monster from your hand or deck in defense. I do like that it says hand as well, so in case you do draw the Trons, that does come in handy. Speaking of Tron, I run 3 of this card. Like I said, these numbers will definitely change come November with another deck update, but they just work very well for the sense that with this you can go into Link Spider, making them potential targets for Decode Talker if need be by meeting those requirements, and even just one Tron on its own is an easy link summon of that monster. And also 2 Cyberse Wizard. This card doesn't really contribute too much to the special summon aspect, but I do like his defense switch effect and then piercing effect that he can provide. He's got 1800 attack as well, so he's got some pretty good stats. I think I ran 3 in the last profile, but dropped it down to 2 since, like I said, he doesn't really contribute too much for the special summon. He's just really good for that piercing defense to get over some pesky big monsters. And still running 3 Ram Clutter. I really do, and I like this card. It has a very good effect of the tribute 1 monster, the target 1 Cyberse monster in your graveyard, special summon it. You can only use this effect of Ram Clutter once per turn. And it says Cyberse monster, so it's basically like a monster reborn for anything that's specifically Cyberse, grabbing back more needed monsters than him as a whole, basically needing something potentially better than him with just an easy tribute of something else to get out. And also 3 Backup Secretary. I really like this card for the fact that if you control a Cyberse monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only use special summon Backup Secretary once per turn this way, but it's an easy special summon, and I run a pretty heavy monster count of this deck just for easy special summons to get off heavy link summonings like Decode Talker and Firewall Dragon. And this card, easy requirements. All you need to do is get out a Cyberse monster, so that can include easy stuff like Tron, and then get out Backup Secretary and just go from there with your link summons. And I'm running 3 of the new Link Infra Flyer. I honestly thought this card was going to have Kite in the name, but I really like the capabilities of this card. You can special summon this card from your hand to your zone. A Link monster points too. You can only special summon this card once per turn this way. So if you get out Link Spider with Tron, if you have to take up your normal summon with Tron, and you have Link Spider pointing its arrow down, you can special summon Infra Flyer right there in that spot, and then just add on for that. You can even get out Backup Secretary and then this card pointing there, and then special summoning this, and have enough for Decode Talker, depending on what else you have on your field as well. And plus, it can also be the arrows your opponent points to your field, so make use of those as well. And I also run 2 Stack Reviver. This card, if it's used and sent as the material for a link summon, you can target one other level 4 lower Cyberse monster in your graveyard that was used as material for the link summon, special summon it in defense. You can only use this effect once per duel. That's why I run 2. I know it's once per duel, but the fact that you still have to get this card out to make use of its effect is very important. So just with running 2 in the deck, you have a better chance of grabbing it to use for that revive effect, which is very, very good. And also I run 2 Link Slayer. I like the easy requirements to get this out. If you control no monsters, special summon this card from your hand, and once per turn you can discard up to 2 cards, then target as many spell traps on the field, destroy them. So kind of like a more costly Twin Twister, but he's good for the easy summon. He's got some pretty good 2000 attack point stats as well, and that potential back row destruction, which if you want to take care of the back row, your opponent can either destroy the Link Slayer before they destroy it, or, use the card getting rid of it. You have 2 good options with that card. Also trying one of the new Defect Compiler. This is just for a kind of burn damage monster boost effect here. Like I say, he's kind of like Cyberse Wizard in the sense that he doesn't add too much to the speed of the special summoning, but he does add to the help of just, over a lot of burn damage effects that you can take care of in monster bumping with his own ability. And he's also a Cyberse monster, so you can rely on that for more special summonings. Also, one Launcher Commander, the final of the non-monsters that contribute to easy special summoning, Field Swarm, but this one's good for all other Cyberse monsters, gain 300 attack and defense, and once per turn you contribute one Cyberse monster, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls, destroy it, so get over some pesky destruction effects as well using this card. And lastly, the only non-Cyberse monster in the deck that I run are the 3 Blackwing Gofoo, the Vague Shadow. You use this card with Decode Talker, and then you use the 2 tokens to get out either Proxy Dragon or Link Spider, and then with the Gofoo and then those 2 monsters, or the Proxy Dragon, you have your Decode Talker. So it's a 1-card Decode Talker, which then you can have the rest of your resources in your hand to go off of other plays you want. Because basically when you get the 2 arrows pointed with Decode Talker, you have plenty of other link options to go for. And now moving on to spells, I only have 1 security block in here. I'm testing it with 1, seeing if I might like it more with 2. You target 1 Cyberse monster on the field. This turn, neither player takes battle damage, and then after that, that monster can't be destroyed by battle. So a really good protection card for your Cyberse cards. That's the biggest play you have going for in this deck, so I might actually try bumping this card up to 2. If I do, I might take out one of the Drag Connects just to see how that runs, or even one of the Bitrons, just trying 2 of these out and see how that goes. And also, 1 Soul Charge, you got plenty of monsters to work with in this deck for special summoning, so definitely make use of Soul Charge and special summoning. 1 Dark Hole, this could be Regeki if you wish it to be, just like usual, have the Regeki in another deck somewhere placed. Same with the mystical Space Typhoons. These can be Twin Twisters or Cosmic Cyclones, depending on the user. This deck is pretty costly with its plays, so be wary. If you want to use Twin Twister to get the cards in the graveyard, Cosmic Cyclone might be the next best thing, because aside from Soul Charge, you don't have too many cards in this deck that require life point cost. And then for the traps, I run 2 Cyberspeakin. This card, if you took damage or by battle or an opponent's card effect this turn, add 1 level 4 or lower Cyberse monster from your deck to your hand. You can only activate 1 Cyberspeakin per turn. So, very good search card here. Very easy requirements to be met for the search as well, and grab what you need for your certain plays you want to do next turn. Also trying out 2 Link Restart. Now, if you want to test this out, you can obviously slide this card out against decks that don't do too much burn damage by effect. But when a spell, trap, or monster effect is activated that would inflict damage to you, you negate the activation, and if you do, special summon 1 Link monster from your graveyard. I really do like that Link monster. This card really reminds me of Starlight Road, just for the fact that you can grab back Decode Talker or something else you need for that situation, and also negating that burn damage, which, with Trick Stars being a thing, we're seeing a lot of burn damage effects and stuff popping up. So, good card to run, in my opinion. Might change it up when we get other Cyberse spell and traps, but until then, we'll wait and see. Also, 2 back to the front, just to, once again, special summon back some of your resources for the game. And also 1 Bottomless Trap Hole and 1 Torrential Tribute to finish up the main deck. If you wanted to swap these out for Solemn Warning and also Solemn Strike, you can do that as well. Just be wary with the Soul Charge and whatnot with this card, so just go off of that. And that is it for the main deck. We'll now move on to the extra deck. I run 2 Firewall Dragon, your strongest Link monster to get out in this deck. His co-link return effect from the graveyard or field is very powerful, and basically the special summon effect just helps to make your plays much faster. He's also got great link arrows, especially if you get him out in your main monster zone. You have the 2 pointing out, so go off of your plays from there. Also 2 Decode Talker, like I said, with Gofoo, an easy summon off the Gofoo, and then always nice to have a second one on backup just for his negation effect and his power up. Makes him a very heavy hitter in your deck. And also 1 Topologic Bomber Dragon, just for some pop effects for resources you could possibly go into with this card. He has the same requirements basically as Firewall Dragon. You just need 2 or more effect monsters to get him out, but that destruction effect does come in handy when you have something point to one of his markers. And also trying out the new Link Bumper. Was actually very happy we got this card. We saw it so early in the anime, and we didn't receive it until this pack. Was kind of disappointed in that, because his arrows really helped out, in which Honey Bot has the left and right arrows. Link Bumper has that one good arrow that points out, and then gives you that your opponent that one other one. But he has the effect of once per turn at the end of the damage step, if a monster this card points to attacked an opponent's Link monster, you can activate this effect. The monster that attack gains an additional attack on opponent's Link monster during their battle phase for each Link monster you currently control, except for this card. Monsters except that card cannot attack the turn you activate this effect. So powered up Decode Talker against Link-filled field can really be a match when you're using this card. It's really good against decks like World Chalice and stuff that really spam out the Link monsters. And also, still running the 2 Mrs. Radiant, just for recycling. You do run a good amount of Earth monsters, including Launcher, Link Slayer, and also the Bitrons, so make use of those when you can with this. And also 3 Link Spiders, just for the tokens and the Bitrons, very usable with this deck, and easy to get out for a Link monster. And also 1 Honeybot for those protection plays, and easy Cyberse summon. And same with Proxy Dragon if you want to use this instead of the Link Spider to go off of the Goku with, or even just to get out for easy Link plays, for especially when you link it with the Firewall Dragon. You can easily connect this card to it. And then for the non-Link monsters, just 1 Tornado Dragon and 1 Castel, the Sky Blaster Musketeer. You run some pretty good level 4s, so you could possibly get these out if need be for just some bounce back effects and destruction effects as well. But yeah, that is it for the deck profile. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Once again, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And until next time, Kira Twig out.